Hello everybody, this is Ivory Aimon23 here, back with another episode of Homestuck. In the last episode we left off with Dave about to pull the cord and go up into the attic after dealing with all the puppet bullshit. Let's see, is it recording? Yes, it is. Sometimes it likes to not record and it takes me a couple tries to get it to record, so that's why I always double check at the beginning of every episode. Anyway, let's go up into the attic, see what's going up. Oh. Looks like we weren't done with the puppet ass. Poor Dave. Oh, is this picking up my audio? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus, has a lot of puppets. Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there. Show Pester Log. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass. What is the specific problem? The problem is I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it.
I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god-fucking-damned puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word.
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact I have burrowed fuck-deep into lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like, the proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you gonna start rapping about this?
What? No. No, listen.
Prong of flesh bereft of home, pounceless twixt a cleft of foam.
Oh no, Jesus.
Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips, a dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush and lovers fits, hands snug in plushes, gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson. Okay, Dickinson, if you could shut your perfumey trap for half a second. This is serious. I am just saying, if I see one more soft, bulbous bottom being, like, kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win, like, a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
Read the note on the hatch. Bro, roof now. Bring Cal. We're doing it, man. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Nice batarang. I burst out of the puppet pile like the one. Good God. Dave, be the other guy. You are now the other guy. John, take dowels and sheets from bed and make a tent. That seems like something I would do. Yes. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun. Honestly, me. Carve a totem with a punched pogo card. You put the punched card containing the pogo right in the slot and carve a totem from one of the Kirksite dowels. Repeat process with other cards and dowels. They look like fancy vases. Use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You carve the respective totems for the cards. Do the same thing with the captulog card. You make a totem for a captulog card. Pretty bare bones looking totem if you ask you. What? Collect totems. You stow the totems in your Athenium. Produce captulog card, or Rose produce it. It's warm in here. The Alchemiter requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce 1 card. You decide to use shale, and since it seems less generally useful in build grist as of now, you make a whole bunch of them. Whoa, did you just make all these?
Yes.
Sweet, thanks. What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase looking things?
I brought the totems out to the alchemizer to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hands to save some time.
Okay. Well, it is hot in here, so I'm gonna unbutton my sleeves and roll them up. It's like a bajillion degrees in here because the furnace turned on for some dumbass reason. There we go. Alright. You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of build grist. You make a pogo ride too. -5 build, 1 shell. You use the totem carved with the random code. You create a rocket pack? With some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The atoms have rendered the device completely inoperable. Oh no. Figure you might as well put this piece of junk to use. Ha! John, collect cards. Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavney, then the cards, then your ejected PDA, then the book again to flush the cards into your deck. Nice going. Turn on Detect Collisions. You flip your fetch modi, but find no such option. This is idiotic. Read book. Be the wise guy. I'm not going to read that. You never really understood what Cavney's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude towards your favorite magician and these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird, and to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks. Sounds about right. Hole in the ace. The a-hole trick. Oh yeah, that's right, the old hole in the ace trick, interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in the cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either, but actually this gives you an idea. You overlap 2 of the punch cards. They mask each other's hole patterns. Put both cards in totem lathe. You carve another totem using the new combined hole pattern. Take it to the alchemizer. Oh man, looks like Rose made 1,000,000 hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet. Nice. Hammers everywhere. Oh, that's nice. What is that? You got the pogo hammer. Practice with the new weapon. Oh, hold on. Okay.
What did you do?
I combined the cards in the lathe thing. You made this. It is so sweet, man. Look at me go.
I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work.
Thanks. Got the idea from Harry Anderson.
Who?
You know the show Night Court?
No.
Oh, well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. Click it. Come on. You get a vicious rhythmic bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the Pogo Rider catapulted sky high in the process. Goodbye. Oh my. What's that thing up there? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait. Okay. Sweet catch. Whew. Oh. I forgot this dude was a thing. He's big by the looks of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Rose, Pester John. Click the damn thing. Hey, that was a pretty nice
Sweet catch?
save. Oh yeah, that. This is pretty comfy. Why don't you just carry the bed around with me on it? Up to the gate there.
I can't interact with you directly or anything that you are touching if it will result in moving you. See?
Oh, lame.
The game probably regards that as a kind of cheating. in a way thieving you of your free will as an adventurer and the need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity? I don't know. Their server player is just a facilitator.
Well, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them if they sneak up too close.
No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself.
What? Come on.
I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to. Or if he's in any closer to recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try in case he doesn't come through.
Oh, alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here a second, though. John, sleep. What's my time at? Only 10 minutes. Nice. How loud is that on here? Not very. Oh, that's so pretty. Rose, check alchemy. Excursus? I don't fucking know. Sorry. Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This should be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations, but ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you could think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Captchalogue's Burb Server CD. Oh, there's the fire. You eject the disk and captchalogue the server CD. Message John the captcha code. Oh, god damn it. Oh boy. That doesn't look good. Oh no. Facepalm times 2. Combo. John, wake up. What is this? This is trippy. Yo, what? What? Yo! What? Who was that?
Hey!
Whoa, there you are.
How's your adventure going, John?
It's okay. I am making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she's helping me now.
That's good.
Oh, but, like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. Sad face. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that.
Well, I think whatever it is must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn... Ow, that's hot.
Okay.
I think it'll all turn out for the best if you just stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandma's advice.
Grandmother's advice? Yeah, you're probably right, but, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I?
Oh, I don't know, didn't you?
I don't know, maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers, but I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. Oh, it's a girl? Okay, I don't know if I missed that in the beginning or what, but okay, I'm giving her the wrong voice. I can't English.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
That's a good voice, right?
Yeah.
Or should it be like a
high voice?
I don't know. No, Rose is the... Anyway, I'll figure something out as I go. They're really... Yeah. But then when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you were telling me. I don't know.
Oh, well, John. I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
Oh, John! I forgot I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my house.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened with that?
Oh, boy. Well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused.
Face.
See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Maybe you should,
Oh no, wrong voice. Maybe you should like wear an alarm clock or something. So what was the deal with the meteor?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now, and I know everything's gonna be okay.
So what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me?
Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first.
Huh?
Well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally. Ugh, stop being so confusing. Lol. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company.
Quickly grab the pogo hammer. You stick the pogo hammer back in your striped specubus and get ready to kill some more of these pesky little... Huh? What's that? Oh, it's the big boy. It's the big boy. Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. Ah. John, be the imp. You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequently. John, prepare for a boss battle. You stop being the imp because that was stupid and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in there that would be good to stock up on for a major battle, but it looks like someone has plundered your chest. This is so outrageous. Is this animated or is this just a picture? Okay, I think it's just a picture. Oh boy. You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. Ascend to the highest point of the house. You go up here. Look down. You peek over the edge. Oh boy. What? It already seems like a long way down to your yard. Not even to speak of whatever's below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn it, why do imps gotta be making off with all your sweet gear? John, turn around. Oh boy, they do not look very happy. Those are scary looking dudes. You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, stop being the other guy. Oh, come on. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Ascend to the highest point of the building. Come on. Let's see. Come. What's the time at? Nice. Acrobatic something something. This looks pretty interesting. Whoa, what? This is cool looking. Oh boy. Psych! Oh wait. Double psych out combo. Yo, what? Bean mustard. What? You are now the wayward vagabond. Retreat. Got him already. Examine rotten pumpkin. What pumpkin? Check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Capture log can of gravy. Capture log, you have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion a second thought. Pick up the can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter, not for puncturing metal. Nibble, nibble. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits. Weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the task. Duk, 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 duk. Take the can labeled beans. Freaking chair, man. Okay. Okay, you take that too. Examine can of custard. The can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you were perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this, maybe one or two. You'll need to find something to put stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around. Examine marking on wrist. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. It is a sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories, and you would prefer not to dwell on it. Examine the small potted plant. What plant? Did you eat the plant? You fat fuck. Checkbook on human etiquette. It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. Really? You were somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine. You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. Search room for can opener. Oh. You've already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. Locate a nearby sharp object. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually you're not sure what they're called. An old rusted one of those red mailbox arm swing flappy doodads, either for letting you know there's mail in the box or for maybe alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. Be the imp. This means nothing to you. You are not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. Feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. Become the mayor of Cantown. As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official and important-looking mayoral sash made out of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and that word, leader. All is well. Hold on. Search Google. Magnanimous. Alright, I learned a new word. You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. Dream big, little dude. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants and are really full of themselves and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. Explore west of Cantown. Click the thing. Over here is the other side of the room. There's another one of those purple storage boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Use glowing green rock to open cans. Pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was so stupid. Why would you do that? Examine box of crayons. It's chalk numbnuts. Inside the box there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the rainbow. You are excited by this. Are you eating everything? Are you a goat? Why? It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. Examine contents of yellow container. This container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. Rescue that poor lightning bug. There's nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you it seems as if it could easily serve as the light of... democracy. Use the chalk to draw some roads. This is cute! He's made a little town. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. 'Cause you ate it, you dumbass. Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown civic growth. You develop westward, settling those fertile plants and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential stones in with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. Use your own pee for the commercial zones. Don't do it, bro. There you go. You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. Use motor oil to designate commercial zones. There you go. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You are very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Peel label from can of mayo and affix it to sash. Oh, you wrote, that's cute. Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city. It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot of empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happier with a colorful black backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Alright. Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You have decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet, which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering on the western wall. Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites, you have decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think. And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the furthest orbit yet, there is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one, too. Check that rampaging boy on the screen. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens. You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitor computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor? Press Tab. Yep. Oh. Oh wait, was there a thing I should have read? Hold on. Go back. Okay, no, there was nothing I needed to read. Oh lord, he is spazzing out. Consume several cans. Oh, is that gonna be bad? You free the heavenly brown elixir from the jewels of pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary, you wonder how much sugar can fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. Welcome the rest into the city. The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills it or anything. They are just cans after all. Hit escape. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy and reveals the history of all the commands you've entered. Oh man. Oh boy. John, you are stupid. Stupid, stupid, dumb. For the last time, I command you command you to get the cookies, boy. I just wanted to read that part. I like that one. You use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. Oops, sorry. Ah, nice. You scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you? There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Type arrow, switch 2. There you go. Oh. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled, and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help? No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this monitor. Type arrow, switch 3. Yo, what? It's another one of these rapscallions. The monitor is locked, too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4 but decide against it. You have a feeling that whatever's there would just confuse you even more and you don't even really care all that much anyway. Type arrow home. All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Type reboot. You can't! Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. Be the mayor. Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapaced fist, which is to say firm yet polished and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Create employment opportunities for the citizen cans. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia? I don't know. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using a piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Lead your men to victory. You waste more than 4 hours of this tomfoolery. Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab. Oh boy. Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to be near it when this happens. Minutes in the future, though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance. A peregrine mendicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous. Scroll down. Oh, is that all there is? That's all there is. Okay. Go outside and get some sun. You say you better speak goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. Oh, what? Oh well. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees behind you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Select the triangly fractal. The triangly fractal room does not appear to be locked. The floor turns 120 degrees and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your dorm. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall there is another perplexing contraption. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has 2 large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. How are we doing on time? Alright. You immediately craft a measuring spear through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife it makes you want to slit your wrists. Oh. Or at the very least flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. Oh. Look at the other wall. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You of course have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about. Press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. Obviously. You purify a pumpkin. Examine pumpkin. It seems this mysterious gourd was purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You order the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin. You consider dining on the right flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one, on closer inspection, appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking at its center. Press green button on right. Push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of the facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Fiddle with the dials. One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Purify your trusty knife. Yay! You notice the coordinates vary slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately with what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. Purify Cantown. You notice the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. De-purify the pumpkin. Does this machine look like a de-purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could purify and de-purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You wish someone would de-purify your brain and re-purify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Use a trusty knife to carve spook schema and pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve the top off, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. Move spirograph switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it. A purify firefly out of the amber. Yay! Oh, your little buddy. Release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. The past. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the purifier. You are assuming that she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It seems that the purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Purify the gate over the entrance to the facility. Purify the grate over the entrance. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units.
Bet.
My mom came in and ruined that whole recording. I am so sorry. Hasten to the exit post haste. Oh, look at him go.
Hurry up! Is this really necessary? This is incredibly silly!
Oh. Psych? Oh, wait. Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5-time cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. Ascend. Whoa. this is really cool. Oh man. Hey! Go, Dad, go! Oh my goodness. Oh man. 45 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna leave this episode off here. This is getting really interesting, and it's amazing. I am loving the comic so far. It's just so much. It's crazy, man. That's all I can really say without going into like a whole rant about it, how cool it is and stuff. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and smack that like button, smack that subscribe button, and leave a comment down in the section below. This has been Ivory Eamon23 with another episode of Homestuck, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!